Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today with a bit of a different content. As you see, the background looks very different today because we are in a new location. We are in a time of transition ourselves and yeah, we have been moving. We are in our own place now, like we have land here in a different part of Moshi than we have been living before. And the last month we were slowly moving here, and now it's final. It's not our permanent living place, like we're actually in the kind of workshop building because my husband has a woodworking business. So this is actually the structure where our workshop is inside and where a little shop should be later, and my office. So for the house, it's only the foundation that is done for now. And you might wonder, why are you building the workshop first and then the house? Because we wanted to test handyman. Because it's really a struggle to find good people here to work with metal, with masonry and everything. So there are a lot of things that did not work so well in the workshop building, and I'm kind of glad that this did not happen in the house. So this was a testing phase, and also with the kind of bricks we have behind here that are like hydraform blocks, so they're not put together with cement but just put on top of each other like Lego bricks. And yeah, so that was the testing phase. But yeah, I was just strongly feeling that our time in the old house is over. But let's go back there for a moment and show you where we have been living for the last 5 years. So this is the place we have been living at for the last 5 years. It's in another part of Moshi. And this place holds a lot of memories. Like, there's a lot of stuff that happened in that house. We got married there, actually, like we signed our contracts there with a pastor, and my husband moved his business there, like his workshop for woodworking. So the actual business we have now with woodworking and the work we do now with mostly wood turning and small stuff all developed there and found its path to what it is at the moment. Our son was born there, like in the living room, a home birth. And last year we were hit by a flood. Like, our land there was underwater. I don't know exactly how high, but it was pretty high, like I think at least knee high, the whole garden, because there was an overflow of water coming from the mountains. So all the system of drainage could not handle it anymore, and it was flowing into the land of the neighbor, and he was already like just high in the water and decided to destroy the wall, and his whole land basically emptied like a swimming pool into ours. That is how we were flooded, and it happened 2 times within a few days. The first time we were cleaning all night, and then we thought we're safe and nothing happens again, and that is when the hospital started to put those holes in the wall. And yeah, our land could just not handle the capacity of water, as we had only 2 small holes in our wall and a tiny gap between the wall and the gate. It raised very high. Somehow we were kind of safe inside, and it never reached that level. That would have been so crazy. But it was a crazy experience. And then there was just a loud noise in the middle of the night. We don't know what happened exactly, but the next morning we saw that the wall of the hospital next door collapsed. And when there was too much water in our land, finally our wall to the street collapsed. So it's like all emptying. Otherwise, I don't know till where water levels would have raised. So that is quite a lot of stuff that happened in that house in the last 5 years. And what I did there on a regular basis was just doing walks in the garden, because the place is not that small. So I was walking back and forth to the gate, because as soon as I go outside, anywhere in the streets around in the neighborhood, it will always happen that someone is talking to me, that someone wants to have some random conversation about who I am, where I come from, and what I do here. So there's no way around that. And sometimes I just don't want to be in a conversation. I just want to have my time with God, talking to Him and not being interrupted. So I use that space inside our place in our garden to walk around. And yeah, I want to take you on my last walk there in the garden that I took before we left the place. Let's go on a last walk here in the garden, to the gate and back. I don't even know how many times I've been walking this way, and it changed quite a lot throughout the time we've been living here. This way here in front of me was very different. There were no stones in the middle. This wall has been different on that side, but because of the flood that we had last year, the whole wall here collapsed. And what is here on the driveway is the old wall. So it's quite different. And this is the way I was walking many times, endless times, prayer walking, discussing stuff with God. I was walking here while I was pregnant, praying over the baby countless times. And yeah, now it's just the last time that I'm walking here in the evening, back and forth. There's some stuff that is left to carry to the house. And yeah, then there will be a new chapter and new ways to walk. And I will see you there. That was the last walk, and now we are living in this place here. As I said, this is not our permanent home or house, that is just the workshop building. So we're kind of improvising with the living situation. We don't have a proper bathroom, we don't have a proper kitchen. At the moment, no sink or something to wash our dishes in. So we're just going a bit the African village style, with just showering with buckets and doing the dishes in some kind of bigger basin. And yeah, that is just a bit kind of camping style, and we still need to arrange some things to make it work. And there's still a lot of chaos because we have no kitchen cabinet, so we need to figure out where to put all our stuff for the kitchen, as the kitchen is an open space at the moment. So there's quite a lot of dust coming in there, and that is not ideal. So we try to store as much as we can in a closed room. So it's a bit of a back and forth. And yeah, at the moment it's still kind of chaotic to figure out where what is, and to get a system up and running that is more smooth and where you have your daily routine or something like that. So I know it will still take a bit of time to get used to living here and with the situation it is at the moment. But I was just feeling it's the right move to come here and not to have two places to take care of, because even the other land was quite big, and to just get rid of all the grass and mowing it all the time was quite a task. And yeah, so it's just better to be here now, to invest here, to make it beautiful, because you just know it's your own, and everything you put inside here, all the investments you make, is just permanent. It's your own, and you don't do it for someone else. So that is what was happening in our lives at the moment. So that's why I just wanted to share that a little bit, that you have a background to what was going on here and not just the usual content. But I hope to see you in the next video again with the content we had before.